nobody else has. I'm going to show you the price of this right here. Look at this crypto. I'm going to show you something amazing right now. I'm going to show you how much one of these can buy in ounces of this. Here's your proof. Here's your website. Merry Christmas. Merry fucking Christmas. Look at this. To convert 1 XRP into 1 ounce of this, you know what your conversion rate is? Look right here. 1 XRP converts into this many ounces of that. Crypto Hulk on YouTube. Merry Christmas.
Hello, YouTube. It's Black Tiger Miner here. Welcome you guys back to the Black Tiger Miner YouTube channel. And again, this is the XRP Army. Cash Money is the Army, better yet, the Navy. But I'm wondering from this Crypto Hulk, what exactly he's talking about. I don't understand how 1 ounce of gold equals 9 XRP, unless he's talking about the future price, because the current price doesn't work. And even if it is a future price, I don't think that works either. So I'd probably have to do the math and break down how much 1 ounce is worth, or how much 9 ounces is worth, equal to one thing of, or 1 token of XRP. So yeah, we need to figure that out. If you know, leave that in the comments, or if that makes sense to you, leave it in the comments. But moving forward, I'm wondering here, with the price of XRP, why is it still flat? With all the announcements coming out, the price isn't doing much. Here's the 4-hour chart. We hit the 69 and went back down. Price went up to, wow, 54.6, then went back down to about 52.9. But with all these announcements this week, and with the SEC dropping the case, why is the price not climbing? So here's an article. XRP dominates social trends as trading volume crosses 1 billion across major exchanges. XRP has surged to prominence, dominating social media discussions. Trading volume across major exchanges following a significant victory, the Ripple versus the SEC lawsuit. The crucial moment for XRP came as the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, faced a significant setback. Judge Torres recently denied the SRC's motion to file a inter lore appeal on July 13, ruling as reported by the Crypto Base. A prominent crypto market intelligence provider called attention to the impact this verdict on the XRP market, accounting to sentiment. XRP witnessed an immediate substantial 8% price surge following the ruling. So I do have a video that talks about the ruling and the case, but I'm still wondering why the price is not moving, right? This is 4-hour chart. We'll go back to the day chart. I was expecting a lot more here, right? Let's see what the MACD says real quick, and then we'll go to that video indicator MAC. So moving average, see, we've been getting volume, and the price is not going up. So we're going to keep an eye on that, and let's get to this video.
Once again, denying the SEC and scumbag regulator Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler's lies, failed talking points, and bullshit are not, of course, going to be held up in court. So he can continue going on TV and telling lies, but it's not going to happen with the judiciary branch. And this is great, folks. We are seeing a government agency that is run by a corrupt bureaucrat being put in their place. They've obviously fallen far from their core mission of protecting investors. They've become political, and they are trying to go above and beyond what powers have been given to them. Their goal is to protect investors, but they're doing all kinds of nonsense, We know Gary Gensler is a puppet on strings trying to protect the TradFi banking incumbents who are being disrupted by cryptocurrency and blockchain companies. So this is amazing. Let me give you some details. So District Judge Annalisa Torres said in a brief ruling Tuesday that the SEC had failed to meet its burden under the law to show that there were controlling questions of law or that there are substantial grounds for differences of opinion. So Gary's getting shut down. There's obviously going to be a trial next year, but we'll see. There could be some sort of settlement here wrapping this up because I don't think the SEC can continue to take losses like this. Here's what Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse had to say on the matter. The SEC's request to file an interlocutory appeal is denied. I am not a lawyer, but it seems the court just told the SEC, you asked me to apply the Howey test. And like it or not, you lost. Exactly. Stuart Alderati, chief legal officer at Ripple, said the court's July 13th ruling was and remains the law of the land. XRP is not a security. Here's what John Deaton's crypto law highlighted. In footnote 6 of her ruling today, Judge Torres raped the SEC for shifting the inconsistent arguments as to its legal theory about other distributions. This is in line with Judge Netburn's earlier admonition on the SEC's lack of faithful allegiance to the law. So you have a government agency that doesn't even respect the law, folks. They use our tax money to do their jobs, right? That's how they're funded primarily. And they don't even abide by the law themselves. They don't care, right? It's unbelievable. This is why we need a total revamp. And if you've seen my interview with Congressman Warren Davidson just some few days ago, he has a bill called the SEC Restructuring Act or whatever it may be, where it would eliminate that chair role and add another commissioner to bring more balance. And I think we need something like that because clearly, I mean, whether you're a Democrat, Republican, Independent, it doesn't matter. If you just look at this reasonably, you see something is wrong here. This agency is rotten at its core. Here's what Attorney Jeremy Hogan had to say. The SEC's motion for interlocutory appeal denied, which means the case either goes to trial in April or goes away. And this order allowed the judge to explain parts of her ruling even better, making the appeal that much harder for the SEC to win. Disaster for the agency. Now, quick word from our sponsor, and that is Uphold, which makes crypto investing easy. Cryptocurrencies. So that's a very 13th, of course, but this is also pretty sweet. Options for the SEC are dwindling at a rapid pace. This opinion to me oozed with contempt from Judge Torres for the SEC for wasting her time and in a disrespectful way. I still maintain it all went south for the SEC the day it took such widely hypocritical positions in the Hinman email saga. What an epic failed decision for show me the dinero tenero. The TLDR of this order to me is the footnote 6, the first sentence. The court further notes that in its summary judgment briefing, the SEC presented shifting and inconsistent arguments as to its legal theory about other distributions. This statement was completely unnecessary for Judge Torres to make and only exists to jab at the SEC, out of character for Judge Torres, but fully necessary. The SEC may seek an emergency writ to the Second Circuit, but that will be denied. It would waste time and money, so I cannot put that at a 0% probability. The order's many references to facts yet to be decided was saturated with implications by Judge Torres that any and all arguments by the SEC will be greeted from a starting point of being non-credible. Wow, folks. These judges are taking the SEC out to the woodshed. And it's Sarah Netburn going back to saying the SEC has no faithful allegiance to the law. Even recently in the Coinbase lawsuit, the judge there calling out the SEC, like, you guys are full of it. Like, what are you trying to tell us? What is a security and what's not? Obviously, they can. And they green-lighted Coinbase to go public. So I think these judges are seeing this is nonsense. What are we doing here, right? The SEC is not abiding by the law. Now, Neil Hartner of Ripple highlighted the following. He said, by my count, the SEC got an F on their interlocutory appeal. The judge shot down every one of their arguments and peppered the word fail 10 times in her 14-page ruling. Gary Gensler is a failure. Now, We know the Coinbase SEC saga continues. And here, Paul Grewal, chief legal officer at Coinbase, he highlighted the SEC just filed its opposition to our motion to dismiss their case against Coinbase. It's more of the same old, but don't just take my word for it. Take a look for yourself. And he highlights different notes. So the SEC is making things up as they go. They have no solid case. This is very much political. And also, once again, Gary's a way of trying to kill these crypto startups, not kill crypto startups. So his BlackRock Wall Street buddies can come in and take over, because we see it happening in parallel, right? BlackRock wants a Bitcoin ETF. Charles Schwab, Citadel, and Fidelity launch a crypto exchange. PayPal launching their stable coin. Much more is happening, right? So it's clear as day what's the agenda and what's happening here. We just have to keep fighting. We have to keep spreading the facts and the truth, and we're going to win in the courts. Now, here's what Miles Jennings of A16Z Crypto had to say regarding the SEC's opposition to Coinbase motion. He said, the motion has a lot of holes in it. Even if the court were to agree with the SEC's main contention that investment contracts don't require legal contracts, the SEC's case should still fail. As we discussed in our brief in August, the SEC theory of an investment contract has endless breadth. While purporting to apply Howey, the SEC untethers that decision from its bedrock requirements, converting the requirement of reasonable profit expectations from the efforts of others into a free-floating expectation of profits, even if the expectation is not enforceable, believed to be enforceable or tied to the actions of the developer or promoter itself. So the SEC not on a good footing here, and I hope the Coinbase folks mop the floor with this scumbag regulator, Gary Gensler, because this would be another major loss, right? If we're counting here, the SEC has lost to Ripple. I know they took some small victories because of initial sales and institutional sales, but we know the lion's share of the victory went to Ripple because the asset itself is declared intrinsically not a security. It's all about the packaging, right? Go back to the Howey case. Are the oranges at your supermarket and at your fridge, and the oranges in Florida and the trees and so forth, are those securities, right? Did the Howey test make all of them securities? No, it could have been apples. It's a matter of how is it packaged. It's not the underlying asset. How is it packaged? How is it offered? It's simple as that. But the SEC wants more power. They're trying to kill these crypto startups. So they're trying to go above and beyond and stretch the law as much as possible, right?
So, as he's saying, I think the SEC is trying to slow down crypto. And he's right. They're not going after the established, they're going after the startups. And I suspect they're going after them from a point of view, as he mentioned, so they can get the big players in the game. A lot of this crypto lawsuit and stuff in the US is only delay tactics so the banks and the larger players can catch up. They're just stalling out the small guys, which is really bad. So I don't understand how this is happening or why it's happening. But let's see. I think there was another quick snippet I wanted to put out, and then we'll look at the numbers again. Let's see.
SEC's motion to appeal the Ripple XRP case has been denied. Judge Torres is becoming the most favorite person in this Ripple community right now, because she really isn't standing for anything of what the SEC are doing. And I think this decision made by Judge Torres against the SEC is a major setback for the SEC, especially when they're looking at kind of having this reach across all of crypto. I think hopefully Gary Gensler and the SEC are realizing that their reach has actually been overreach. I think they're seeing that what they thought was reach and oversight into the cryptocurrency world has actually been overreach. And so the community is going completely wild about all of this. John Deaton's posting, I just got an email from the court. Judge Torres has denied the interlocutory appeal. SEC loses again. Blockchain backer going, oh snap. We've also got xrpnews.crypto saying SEC just keeps losing. They do. Jack the Rippler's also saying congratulations to everyone in the XRP community. We deserve it. We've waited so long, and it's just nice to be winning here. And CoinDesk was talking about how the price rallied after the announcement. So we're going to go into a few things in this video. We're going to go over the status of XRP as it stands right now. We're going to go to the approach that the SEC have taken in this whole process. We've got implications for the crypto space. We're going to get into how the market might be impacted by this on a global scale and based on XRP as an individual asset. We're also going to talk about Gary Gensler's position in all of this and what I see for his future. And with all of that said, let's talk about XRP's status as it stands right now. Back on July 17th, June 17th, I forgot when that date was now, but when XRP was declared not a security, it had big implications on a temporary basis on the market, right? The price pumped all the way up to 94 cents, like doubled in price immediately. It's since come back down, but what we get from this is now the removal of doubt, right? Because in that initial response or in that initial ruling that XRP is not a security, there was also this kind of hanging overarching idea that the SEC were definitely going to appeal, right? So it kind of took away from the shine of the moment. So you have the price shooting up, everyone's excited, but then there's just enough people in the other side saying, but the SEC can counter that, they can appeal that, right? And that just adds a level of uncertainty and doubt into the market. And it limits what the token can do, especially in the short term, right? So now what we have seen is that XRP is not a security and it's been reaffirmed. Like they cannot appeal that anymore. They can't appeal it. And so it is 100% XRP is not a security now with zero doubt. And it's been said 1,000 times before, but the SEC's approach to all of this has been wrong, right? It's been overbearing, it's been overreaching, it's been lacking clarity. That's actually, we don't have a problem with the SEC. I actually don't think people have problems with the SEC. People have a problem with the way the SEC are doing things, and that's obviously headed up by Gary Gensler. But the way they've been doing things is doing the opposite of what we expect them to do. What we expect them to do is provide clarity, right? Frameworks that we can all work within. And Ripple have said this many times, specifically Brad Garlinghouse, saying, we've wanted to work with regulators, but they're not providing us with the clarity so that we can work with them effectively. Ultimately, this all comes down to Ethereum and ETHgate, right? The way Ethereum has been given this free pass has almost forced the SEC via Jay Clayton and then now by proxy into Gary Gensler that there's an agenda behind this entity, right? We've allowed Ethereum a free pass. We've kind of given them the clarity. And because of the nature of giving Ethereum clarity, we now actually cannot give clarity to the rest of the market. And so if another company or another asset comes into play, like a big one, like XRP and Ripple, we cannot provide clarity on that because it would implicate us for what we've done with Ethereum. So they're really, really doing their best and have been doing their best to suppress XRP. What I'm really happy about is that Judge Torres is doing the right thing, because you see all of these things like House of Cards and all kinds of shows where you've got lawyers involved and all of that. And I think it's very Hollywood, but there's always a deal going on underneath. And while I think Hollywood actually represents the worst of humans and the way humans interact, I don't put it past the SEC that kind of thing has happened. And of course, we've got Ethereum and all of that. But I'm just happy at this point that Judge Torres hasn't been roped in to all of that, and that she hasn't been paid off and she's not given in. She's actually done the right thing. So we don't give enough credit to her, even though she's like the one receiving all the credit right now. We need to give her more credit because she's basically stood strong, and I'm sure there were offers flown on the table there for her.
So I definitely agree with him. We need to give Taurus her props because she stood up to the SEC. The question I have, like he has, how did Ethereum get a free pass and nobody else did? Right? I think XRP is better than Ethereum, or better project and technology. It's going to do the cross-border payments that Ethereum couldn't. So there's definitely a lot of money in play here. It's not just the business and the project. There's something else going on funding these deals and killing different processes. But let's get to the numbers real quick and we'll see. So XRP today is at 0.53, 53 cents. Market cap is 28.3 billion. Volume is 1.6 billion. Market cap to volume is 5.97. In the last hour, it's down 0.2%. Last 24 hours, it's up 4.09%. Last 7 days, it's up 5.34%. Last 30 days, it's 5.35%. Last 90 days, 13.26%. And for the year, it's up 11.24%. Total supply is 99 billion. Max supply is 100 billion. Market cap is 53.17 billion. 24-hour change is 0.510 to 24-hour high is 0.548. 6.99% change. So it's 51 cents to 54 cents. And we'll look at CoinGecko has it ranked at 4. And it's up 0.532. Market cap is 28.4 billion. 24-hour trading volume is 1.9 billion. Circulating supply is 53.3 billion. Total supply is 99 billion. Max supply is 100 billion. And of course, our friends at CoinGecko. Remember who brought you to the party? My guys. So this is 53 cents currently. 24-hour high is 50 cents. 24-hour low is 50 cents. 24-hour high is 54 cents. 7-day low is 49 cents. 7-day high is 53.8 cents. Rank is 5. Market cap is 28.4 billion. All-time high is $3.40. So we're down 84.41% from January 7, 2018. That was 5 years ago. All-time high is all-time low is 0.0026. So we're up 19,000% from that price. And then we'll look at coin market cap if coin market cap comes up. Okay, so market cap says it's up 4.6%. Market cap is 28.3 billion. 24-hour trading volume is up 107% to 1.8 billion. And total supply is 53.3 billion. Total supply is 99 billion. And max is 100 billion. So not a lot of changes here. Still talking about the judge rejected it. Judge rejected the motion, so no new news so far. Of course, gratitude to Judge Torres and Lisa Torres for liking the comment and kind words, reposting her, and her recent ruling in the SEC appeals directly propelled XRP to new heights. The XRP community sends love to Judge Torres. Shout out to Judge Torres. But this is Black Tiger Miner signing out. I want you guys to have a happy hump day. And remember, the XRP army is here. Let's get back to the money, guys.